So everyone here in Acadia is a synth?
Yes. Either they were escapees we managed to find before the Institute could, or they were victims of a mind wipe, and we revealed the truth to them.
I should get going. I
should
guess.
get going.
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
Okay. This got weird, didn't it? Okay. If he suddenly turns around and says, "I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave," we run.
Oh, and I'm the type of guy who will never settle down. Where pretty girls are, well, you know that I'm around.
I was having a hard enough time keeping up with repairs before all this nonsense with the atom lunatics.
They're nothing you need to be concerned about.
It's not them. I'm concerned about you, Dima. You can't solve all the world's problems. Certainly not all at once.
Dearest Faraday, relax. All will be fine.
So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
So you're a synth. You're right, it's a good cause. Synths definitely deserve to be safe, just like everyone else. No, they do. Absolutely. A safe place for synths is great, if that's what this is, he says to himself.
You're right. It is a good cause. Synths definitely deserve to be safe, just like everyone else.
It's so good to hear that. Very encouraging. Please, make sure Dima knows that as well. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about... well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
Okay, seems like he's lucky to have you helping, I guess, yes?
Seems like he's lucky to have you helping.
Thank you. That's very kind.
I'm a very kind okay. Can you tell me about the fog condensers? Yes.
Can you tell me about the fog condensers?
Oh, those? Dima and I designed them when it became clear the fog was only getting worse. They're effective, but have such a limited range. Dima insisted we provide them to the people of Far Harbor, and I'm so glad we did. Without the condensers, I'm not sure they'd have anywhere left.
Okay, so you guys, I really want to get out my power armor for these conversations. You guys are helping the people of Far Harbor out, which makes you even nicer. Dima looks like he's had a lot of work done. Yeah, there are some cosmetic changes between him and Nick.
Dima looks like he's had a lot of work done.
Well, that's certainly an understatement. Between the two of us, we've made so many modifications. He was just a prototype, never built for all this. It took a lot to overcome the limitations of the original design and expand his memory. It really is remarkable, isn't it? He's overcome so much. He's become so much more than he once was. And all he thinks of is others.
Yeah, that's what makes me suspicious, and that probably makes me a terrible person. It really does, doesn't it? He's nice, he's wonderful, he's doing great things. What's the catch? If there's anything... yes.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not. There's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage drives. The boat never finished the trip, you see, so the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here, so does this sound like something you could handle?
Absolutely. What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it? You come tell me the truth.
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there, and what might still be out there. The point is that we already lost someone once, and I don't want to see that happen again. So, are you up for it?
Absolutely. I don't do much for free. No, of course I do. Sure thing.
Sure thing, Faraday. I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Okay. Data recovery. And they're even going to let us take their... Shall we nip outside and chat? Let's just... Come on, Nick. Just,
You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
You're wearing a Corsair outfit. I really was going to step out of my power armor. I was just going to nip outside. So you're saying you could have done a better job of it, didn't know it was a competition. I wanted to see for myself that she's safe. Let's just go with that one.
I wanted to see for myself that she's safe.
You have my word. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
How'd you manage to track down synths and bring them here? 'Cause she's an ex-Corsair.
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
It was her job.
Have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
So what's yours? Come on, be honest.
So, what's your story?
Tell Uncle
I used
Frank.
to be a Courser.
There you go.
Returning synths that had escaped from the Institute. I was tracking a synth and instead found Dima. He convinced me of the truth and the error of my ways. I rejected the Institute, made sure they couldn't track me, and dedicated my life to instead helping synths find freedom.
Tell me about Acadia
Tell
then.
me about Acadia.
Dima's told you most of what you need to know. It's as safe as we can make it for now. With every new synth we rescue, we're better able to defend ourselves.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is.
Of course there is.
If you're serious
There always
about
is.
contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
Oh, I'm equipped. Okay, that really... I heard how bad that sounded before it exited my mouth, actually. Okay, I'm just going to shush now, because even that could be taken the wrong way. Okay, what's the problem? Depends on what you need me to do some of the time. All right, I'm listening.
All right.
Yes.
I'm listening.
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
You have any leads?
You have any leads on where he might be?
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us. A synth.
Brooks?
He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792.
L792.
That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
Okay. Started the arrival. Right, okay, talk to Brooks. Okay, Nick. Just... Let's step outside. Is outside safe? Is outside safe? Nick wants to talk, but not here. Nudge, nudge. So let's go outside in the...
Maybe someday more places in the world will accept us for who we are.
Yes, that would be nice. All of my settlements will accept... Nick! Thank you. So... Is this whole place Acadia? I have a feeling this entire place is Acadia. Are we... Alright, just... I'm gonna get out my arm. I feel... Was that damaged? That was damaged, wasn't it? We need to fix my armor, mate. We need to fix it. Should I take the fusion core just in case? I don't want it to get... You know... Okay, Nick. Anyone in there? No. Okay. Okay, they got a radio station. Right. We're clear. We're free. Free. Yeah.
Hey.
There's something you need?
What?
Oh, sorry. Just got my head full of what Dima was talking about. It's a bit of a shock. What do you think he is, really? Family?
Oh, it's hard to deny it, Nick. The similarities are pretty obvious. Before I answer, are you okay?
Before I answer, are you okay?
Yeah, I'll keep. Don't worry. I just need to figure this all out.
It's hard to deny it, though, Nick. I mean, you sound the same, except he's got that... You've got that gruff detective sound. He's got that creepy howl sound thing, but...
It's hard to deny it, Nick. The similarities are pretty obvious.
I spent a long time wondering if the Institute had made any other prototypes. If I was just a failure, or they gave up, or just plain got bored. I always thought I was just more of their discarded trash. I never thought of the possibility that someone wanted me out. Helped me escape. There's got to be some kind of proof out there. What really happened between me and Dima? I'd appreciate it if we could keep an eye out.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Of course. Absolutely. To be honest with you, though, it sounds more reasonable than them throwing you away. They'd have been keeping you just for testing or destroying you down for parts and stuff, mate.
Of course, Nick. We'll find something.
Thanks. I know we don't have much to go on. Just keep me in mind if you find something that might give us some answers.
Of course I will. Of course. Right, okay, so... That was a total mind... fluff, wasn't it? Yes, it was. So let's take stock. We're on an observatory.
Acadia's been so welcoming. I still can't believe this is real.
Okay, don't fall off, don't fall off, don't fall off. We're on an observatory. It's an old observatory. It's got synth
Maybe
refugees.
someday more places in the world will accept us for who we are.
And a wall. Actually, it's got two walls. That's a little odd, isn't it? An inner and an outer circle. I wonder if that's important. Probably not. Just a fallback position if things go badly. So, it would seem the main place is inside, which is fine, as expected. Okay. God, This is where my power armor would be better. So, living on the edge, Devil's Q. Oh, living on the edge. That's the help everybody task. Blood Tide, Trappers, Hull Breach, where you belong. Talk to Kazumi Nakano. I think we're going to do that next. We're going to talk to Kazumi Nakano, and then we're going to help those guys. I guess. Let's talk to Kazumi first. God, yeah, this is a bit sort of mind-blown kind of territory. And she is... Okay, there's a downstairs area. Let's do a quick reconnaissance. We've got... Yeah, let's start the center. We've got Dima's central hub. This is the main... Oh, they've even got a telescope. They've actually got a telescope, dude. And lots of computers. They've got a telescope and lots of computers. I don't suppose we can use the telescope. I know this is not the sort of telescope where you actually stand at the end and look through it. At least, I'm pretty sure it's not. But, you know. And they don't mind if we take all their stuff, which seems very nice of them. We got Faraday's workshop, maybe? Yeah. Seems to be, and they've got a lot of functioning... Okay. Don't rob everyone blind. And then there's a downstairs area. This is the main area of Acadia, I guess. Okay. So, One floor down, and we have... Let's have a look. We got a central area. This looks kind of like a bar. And then we've got this, which is... I give up. Oh, they grow food here.
I understand you've seen a good bit of our island. What do you think?
It's kind of beautiful in its own way. It is, though. It is.
It's kind of beautiful in its own way.
That's refreshing. Most don't view it the same. I'm glad someone else can see it. This island, with all of its danger and beauty, predates you and I. The ecosystem isn't what it once was, but it has adapted, and it will continue to adapt, long after we're gone. What's important, really important in the long run, is understanding it, and then passing that knowledge along to those who will follow us.
You're going to need help getting some information, aren't you? That sounds like a noble goal.
That sounds like a noble goal.
Well, thank you. I wish more shared the sentiment. I should note that I'm not fully versed in human anatomy, but I'm your best chance of medical assistance should you require it. Since Dima has approved of you, I'm more than willing to offer help.
Okay, so you're right. You are the doctor. What can you tell me about Acadia?
What can you tell me about Acadia?
It was originally a place of science. I like that about it. Feels like home in a way. I don't mean the Institute when I say home. More that, I don't know, that abstract feeling of belonging someplace. We all belong here, in our own way. Dima's to be thanked for that.
Whoa, 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 no, hello.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Yes, apparently we can trade as well. So what's your story? Haven't I asked you that? Why is that?
So, what's your story?
Similar to most here, I think. I fled the Institute feeling that anything else would be allowing myself to remain trapped, constantly in fear. I chose not to go into hiding, though. I felt to do that, I'd lose what makes me... me. Does that make sense? If I lost my life, that'd be one thing. To lose my identity, that was too much to bear. Thankfully, it never came to that.
Totally understand that.
Here I am.
Could you stop walking away, though, please?
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to help with your research.
I'd like to help you with your research.
Oh, well, that's thoughtful of you.
I'm a thoughtful person.
Okay. What can we have you do? There's a flower native to this island, a species of the genus Aster, that has survived remarkably well. It doesn't quite have the brilliance of color that I understand it once did. Before the war. I'm personally rather fond of them, but lately have been investigating secondary chemical properties they possess. If you could bring me additional samples, it would speed up my research. I can offer you a meager amount of caps, if that makes the idea more appealing.
No need for caps. I have some flowers for you, apparently. What is the point of all this?
What exactly is the point of all this?
A mix of scientific inquiry and personal interest, I suppose. I'm curious about the changes the species has gone through over the centuries. I also find them beautiful.
Well, that's fine. I have flowers for you already, apparently.
I have some flowers for you.
I'm sorry, is this a joke I'm not in on? If you do actually find any, I'll be happy to take them.
Oh, apparently I don't. Apparently I don't have any... Yeah, sorry about that. Which flowers was it? Oh, not going to tell me, are you? Not going to mark it down. How about miscellaneous? What is wrong with my... What is wrong with... I'm fed up with that shadow. Okay, we've got...
Sounds like you got the all clear. So what's your story?
Cog. Let me guess. Engineering? Why do you care? I came here looking for Kasumi.
I came here looking for Kasumi.
Oh, isn't that sweet of you? That Kasumi's a good enough kid, I suppose. Little confused, maybe. But then, aren't we all? Not that anyone's asking, but I'll tell you. It all gets easier to deal with when you realize none of it matters. What you are, where you came from, let go of all that, and life gets simple.
Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Is that so? Huh. Most of the chumps here act like I'm out of my gourd. Good to know someone else sees it my way. Anyway, lately I've taken to amusing myself with trading. Don't have much to work with, but I'm always happy to make a good deal. Let me know if you need something. I probably won't have it, but let me know anyway.
Okay, anything interesting you can tell me about Acadia?
Anything interesting you can tell me about Acadia?
God, no. Have you looked around this place? Death by boredom is a legitimate concern. So, come on.
It's
wanna do a little
not that
trading?
boring outside the walls, mate. Tell me about you.
So, what's your story?
Me? No story here. Not one that matters, anyway. Like I said, it's not worth holding on to. Nice of you to ask, though.
Okay. You two trade. Let's see what you've got. Okay, traded with the both of them. They had a little bit of junk, but nothing really amazing.
You know.
But
Say something?
No. Oh, hello. You are...
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
Is there a problem?
Is there a problem with my being here?
Maybe. Maybe not. Acadia is only as secure as we make it. We take unnecessary risks, we get careless, and things can go bad. Fast. If there's a synth who needs a safe place, then we take them in. Let them live as a synth, without fear. You don't fit that description. That makes you an unnecessary risk. It's nothing personal. Minimizing our contact with outsiders is just practical.
Not necessarily, because, you know, I generally help synths, and my partner's a synth, and I'm bloody useful. Okay, is there anything I can do to... Yeah, okay.
Is there anything I can say or do to change your mind?
Just don't cause any problems.
You are overtired from the lack of sleep and apparently hungry and tired. What time actually is it? It's getting time for bed, actually. Is that a 12?
Can I help you?
No. Is it the map that gives me a better time? No, it's AM. Oh my god, we've gone through the entire night. You don't think they've got a bed here we could use, do you, Nick? We need a snack as well. Alright, so Dejan is not particularly...
Did you need something?
No. I'm just checking the place out. We've got...
So you're that new fellow from the Commonwealth. It's so wonderful to meet someone from back home. I'm afraid Kasumi doesn't seem to want to discuss it, but how are things there?
You think of the Commonwealth as back home? Aren't you a synth?
You think of the Commonwealth as back home? Aren't you a synth?
Well, certainly. Why wouldn't I? It's where I came from. I
fair enough.
Would like to see it again someday. Once things settle down here. Acadia is all well and good, I suppose. But honestly, it does get a bit boring.
No offense, but are you crazy? No, you're safe here. You are safe here. The only option that doesn't sound kind of rude.
You're safe here. That's what really matters.
I suppose. One could do with a little excitement now and then, though. Don't you think? I'm sure I'll see you around. Do take care.
Okay. That's a strange one, isn't it? Okay.
You're new here too, huh? I mean, I haven't been here that long myself. Honestly, I'd be dead right now if it weren't for Chase. Turns out it's pretty hard to live as a synth in the Commonwealth.
We're trying to change that. I really, really promise you, we're trying to change that.
I'm sorry to hear that you
My
suffered.
settlements...
Thanks, but it doesn't matter now.
Synth-friendly.
I'm here,
Some of the people there are a bit bigoted.
I'm never
than
leaving.
they are.
I'll see you around, okay?
Oh, okay. Sure. Okay. Yeah. So this goes down. We got one going up. I think Kazumi is down, actually.
You got
you
right.
Jewel.
Look, I'm not anybody worth talking to. My head is killing me. Now's not a good time.
Sorry, I did not. What's wrong?
What's wrong?
We're doing this anyway? Even after saying I don't want to talk? God.
Okay, no, I'll
You
leave.
try having somebody botch a mind wipe on you and see how it feels. Then get back to me, okay?
I'm sorry, I didn't know. Sounds like you should get some help. What do you mean on mind wipe? We know what we mean. We know.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah, well, you couldn't have, so just forget it.
Can we fix it? Is there not? Okay, don't harass her any further.
Did you need something?
No. We're going to check upstairs, even though I'm fairly sure Kazumi's downstairs. Oh, that requires a key. Okay, then. I really do need... Can I sleep? They're going to let me sleep. Alright, I tell you what, before we leave here, we're going to do, like, a day and a half of sleeping, apparently. So... Of course she would be down
Circuitry
here.
is completely fried.
Let's talk to her in a second. She's working on the power turbine or something.
Maybe if I reroute the sensors?
Reroute the sensors, yeah. It sounds like a great idea.
Acadia's far away enough from the Institute that we don't have to worry, right?
Do not be breaking into places. If they've locked it for a reason. Probably because it's got tons of glorious
Say the word, I'll take a crack at that
stuff.
terminal for you.
No, I could hack both of them if I so wished. I do not wish. I am just checking the place out, getting a feel for how much stuff I'm going to not take, because that would be stealing and make me a terrible person, even though apparently they wouldn't even consider it stealing. Wait. I'm trying to figure out which way we came in. Alright, okay, so this is... Yeah. Right, got my bearings. Let's talk to Kazumi. There she is. Hello!
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
What are you working on?
What's that you're working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
Yeah. Your parents sent me. They want you to come home. I'm a detective. I was hired to find you. Yeah, let's go.
I'm a detective. I was hired to find you.
You're a what? You came all this way... for me?
You left without telling your folks why. You must have known they'd be worried.
Look, my mom and dad... I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I'm not their daughter. I'm a synth.
How do you know?
If I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
Do you know this is... Do you have any proof? Yeah, I'm not trying to convince you.
Proof that you're actually a synth?
Little things. Dreams of waking up in a lab. Years I can't remember from when I was a kid. Not to mention how I never quite fit in back at home.
You just described absolutely everybody. You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Rei are still your parents. Kazumi, I think you're just confused. Everyone has doubts about they are sometimes. That's part of life. That does sound... I just want to make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Hello? You're just standing there.
Well, the thing is I think you are confused, because I think what you're describing is so normal. You haven't replaced... I don't know whether you have for sure, but everybody has doubts as to who they are. I know it must be hard for you, but I just want to make sure you're here for the right reasons. Thing is I don't think you are.
You're
I don't think...
not saying anything.
Kasumi, I think you're just confused. Everyone has doubts about who they are sometimes. It's part of life.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
If something... Just tell me what's... Okay, I will help. I will help. And
if
then...
something's going on, then I can help. Just tell me what's happening.
I don't know how you could. Wait, of course you can help. You find things, track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
Okay. Whatever it is, the answer is no. No, I'm listening.
All right, I'm listening.
Okay. Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain.
Which is why he can remember more than Nick.
Maybe some combination of both?
Okay.
Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them. And, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
We should get to the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
Look, here's the thing. You don't trust Dima after you came all this way from him. Here's the thing. You might be right, although I'd have to ask why he gave the fog condensers to the people. He does sound creepy, gotta admit, he does. He's got that whole crazy AI sound about him, but at the same time, so far he's done nothing that warrants the suspicion apart from looking like the bad guy from a B-roll horror movie. But let's find out.
I'll help if I can, but that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
Okay. Step aside and let the master hacker show you how it's done. Eavesdropping in the next meeting sounds like the best bet. No, it doesn't. I'm not sneaky. It'll just be easier if I talk to Dima, convince him he needs to be honest with us. That would seem like the noble thing to do. I could hack. I am a master hacker.
You're just standing there.
Look, I always prefer the direct approach. Honest approach.
This'll be easier if I just talk to Dima. Convince him that he needs to be honest with us.
Alright. Good luck. Let me know what you find out.
From one case to a new one. It's never easy for us, is it?
I swear someone has the key to that storage room. Maybe Cog? He's always moving supplies around as they come in.
Okay, so we've got multiple lines of inquiry here that will allow us to help Kazumi out, and then she might feel okay about leaving the island and returning to her parents, whether she is or is not a synth. At the moment, I'm seeing no reason to think she's a synth.
Too many folks these days count on violence to solve their problems.
Honestly, she just seems confused. I'm not saying she isn't a synth, I'm just saying, you know, she's describing what every single teenager goes through. Most adults, several children, and just... That chair makes you look a little creepy, though. Okay.
Dima.
Yes. What is it?
Oh, yeah, that's creepy. Kazumi says she's seen parts of your memories, death projections for Far Harbor and the center of the island. Probably going to get her into trouble. But honesty, we're going for honesty.
Kazumi says she's seen parts of your memories, death projections for Far Harbor and the center of the island.
That's unfortunate. She should be focusing on herself. Her new life. She shouldn't have to bear the burden of the outside world. Please, this is a matter best left to me and my advisors. We aren't planning to destroy the island. Those projections were merely to help us realize the cost of inaction.
If this thing... okay. What are you talking about? Sounds good. I'm getting sick of the whole noble leader. No, fine, keep it serious. If this thing involves the whole island, then you need help. I can be your problem solver if you let me. Trust me, I am the best problem solver.
If this thing involves the whole island...
Create a few problems on the way, but...
I can be your problem solver if you let me in.
I suppose there's something to be said about refusing help even when it's offered and you're in need. There's a conflict that's been brewing on this island shortly after we built Acadia, between Far Harbor and the Children of Atom.
Simply put, they want to kill each other, and each side wants us to help them.
We've tried to stay neutral, but Far Harbor was going to be wiped out by the fog, so that's when we built the condensers for them.
And I was friends with the previous leader of the Children of Atom, Confessor Martin. I even gave them their headquarters, the submarine base they named the Nucleus.
Which was a mistake, because Martin is gone and the new Confessor, Tectus, is completely insane.
He's been threatening us, to force us to choose a side. I left behind something very important in that submarine base I gave them.
Dima's earliest memories are stored in the military computer banks in that base. The pre-war security systems and Confessor Martin's goodwill were supposed to keep them safe.
But now Tectus is in charge, and he's after Dima's memories. We don't even know what's in them.
But we do know that I spent nearly a century on this island alone. Whatever's in there is too dangerous to allow Tectus to get his hands on them.
Yeah. You left your memories behind. How does that work? You're keeping Far Harbor safe. Is that it? The children of Atom on this island. You're helping them. Well, he was, but at the same time, didn't you know? I mean, he's helping everyone. But
you left your memories behind? How does that work?
As a prototype synth, my raw data capacity is limited. I began using computer banks to expand, to give me room to ponder, see new things. I had to leave some of my earliest memories behind when I left the sub-base to the Children of Atom. I thought they were safe.
Okay. Let's just...
You're keeping Far Harbor safe, is that it?
Not exactly. They're fiercely independent. But the fog was starting to choke more and more of the island. So I proposed a trade. We would give them the technology to keep the fog at bay, in return for them being a lifeline to the outside world, a safe dock, and a place to buy supplies. Unfortunately, the Children of Atom view the radioactive fog as a holy portent, and their bloodied history with Far Harbor puts us at odds.
Right, so you were helping the Children of the Atom, though?
The Children of Atom on this island. You were helping them?
Yes. I know their faith in radiation as a type of god is a bit different. But who am I to judge? I was using a submarine
leave that to me.
base
I'll do that.
When Martin and his followers stumbled inside. They had been cast out of Far Harbor for their beliefs. When I left to found Acadia, I knew the base would be in safe hands. They needed a home, a place to belong, just like I did. But now Martin is gone, and his successor, Tectus, wants to finally end the feud with Far Harbor by letting the fog swallow them.
Okay, so, what do you need from me? I've got to break into the base and steal your memories, don't I?
So what can I do to help?
If you're willing to retrieve what I've lost, and bring my memories back to me, then we'd all be one step closer to solving this conflict without bloodshed.
You'll have to get through the Children of Atom's base. You're new on the island, so you might be able to pose as a recruit.
Then, once you get to the memory banks, you'll have to use a special program Dima and I have been working on to break through the security systems.
It's not going to be like a normal hack. You'll be breaking through a version of my own mental network. It'll consider you to be an intruder. I've loaded the program with some instructions I've recorded that will help guide you through it. I'm afraid it's difficult to explain without seeing it for yourself.
Okay. So how does the program work?
So how does this program work?
There will be a fairly ordinary-looking terminal with some attachments. The program will give you access to the terminal. Once you attempt to obtain a memory, your perspective might shift a little. Just relax then. The program will explain things to you as you need them.
Are we talking like VR here? Am I going to be like tripping through your brain the way I tripped through Kellogg's? Is that what's going on? This plan has terrible written all over it. It kinda does. Sarcastic. I'm going to replace all your memories with pictures of cats. Meow. It's just not remotely funny or sarcastic.
All right.
I'll get your memories.
I'll get your memories, Dima.
If we're lucky, the pre-war defenses have kept the children of Adam at bay. But that means you'll have to get past them yourself. One more thing before you leave. Whatever you do, don't assault the children of Adam directly. Our ultimate goal must be to bring peace. If you attack them, they'll consider themselves at war with the outside world.
If we find anything suspicious in those memories of yours, we'll be back. Count on it.
Yeah. What Nick said. Okay. So... do we believe him? Is he telling the truth? Let's have a look at this one. With the arrival, talk to Brooks, where you belong, report back. Let's report back to Kazumi and see if she's buying it. Shall we? Apparently we don't have to hack anything now, which is good. But he might still be lying. I mean, there's no guarantee that he's telling the truth, is there? There she is. Maybe we get the memories back, and that's when the red bulbs come on, and he goes, "Ma, now I have the code to the nuclear launch and can destroy the world."
Turns out Dima's earliest memories are in the hands of the children of Adam. He's afraid of what they're going to find.
So, is that what those death projections were about? It wasn't Dima planning to destroy the island. He's worried the children of Adam will. Or is he still hiding something?
Maybe.
What could be in those memories that he would leave them behind? Is there really something in them that's dangerous? Do you have a way in? Into his memories?
There's a lot of questions coming from you at the moment.
Past the children of Adam, of course.
What do you know about the children of Adam? Yeah.
About the children of Adam. What do you know about them?
Well, I heard about them a little bit back in the Commonwealth. Radiation worship, something like that?
Yeah.
I wasn't in Far Harbor long, but there's a lot of hatred for them there. I overheard someone talking about killing a child of Adam missionary. I can see why Dima would be worried. We just need to make sure we know he's not up to something else.
Okay. Do you want me to go and do the hack anyway? I got this program that Faraday and Dima wrote. It's supposed to help me access the memory banks.
I got this program that Faraday and Dima wrote. It's supposed to help me access the memory banks.
Really? How would that work? When I was taking a peek in the computers he has here, Dima was hooked up to his chair. I was just tapping into it. I wonder if you'll need to, you know, connect to the old banks the way he does? Some kind of connection between your head and the computer. Oh, but that's it. And then Faraday's program would be translating Dima's thoughts and data.
It's VR, isn't it?
Helping you through any security guarding it. I'm sorry, I'm making assumptions. It's just, well, it's a little exciting, isn't it? You'll let me know what you find? I'll keep an eye on things here.
Yeah, so say I get the memories, what then? I'll get Dima's memories and then we'll figure out things from there. Yeah, okay.
I'll get Dima's memories, and then we'll figure things out from there.
Good luck.
Okay, apparently I earned caps for doing that. Did we? Okay, that's not what I was thinking of doing. So, let's have a look. Best left forgotten. Gain access to Dima's terminal. Which is where? Let's have a look. On my very dark map, it's to the west. And we've got many other things to do on this island. However, before we go wandering around, I think, looking at that little red bar, I need a night's sleep.